never met such cornball people in my life who will simply cause havoc. And now I'm understanding all this energy change and how the vibration of change works. And I've never met some people who are so disappointing, shocking as well. Like, you'd be amazed at what people would do for money, something you're supposed to have, don't know about, so forth. But I want to tell you all something, and I think this is the walk for the Lord. It's not, no matter what happens to you, you still have to trust in what God has for you, even when you don't know. So, like, I didn't know a lot of things, but that didn't change who I was. And even when I was going through a lot of different things that was projected onto me or done to me, God wants you all to know that stay focused on Him, because what is being projected to you is something of knowing at this point, but what you were focused on, that has nothing to do with you. It's all about you, but what is for you is for you. But if you get distracted upon what has taken place, then you just get off track with those people who are definitely one-track minds. And you will fall into whatever trap they want. And then when you realize all that has been done to you, for whatever reason, is so silly to the point where you are grateful and thankful that you did not fight back. Because if you fought back for that stupid situation, your whole reason of being who you are, for the overall love of Christ and saving a soul to become Christ-like minded, would have been worth nothing. These people really need to be Christ-like minded. And I don't want to hear anything about devil energy. I don't want to hear anything. The devil is lame. I mean, just lame. If you are a person who needs help with your depression, okay. Depression shouldn't be because of someone else's willingness to grow and live and deal with the same things in the same 24 hours you have in a day. And not even consider their children, their family, and tear down their life from every corner of it. Because you didn't decide to say to yourself, this isn't easy, this is something's different about this one. And then we gotta use all of these things to hurt this person, and we're just not winning. So let's, light bulb, please go off. Well, that's where God is saying, I will fight your battles. Keep your eye on me. Do what you're supposed to do, because you don't want to waste time with foolishness. I told you you're not a foolishness. You all are not a foolishness when you're mature-minded and you're walking with principles and dignity and respect for yourself and purpose. And nobody cares. I continue to tell people, if you choose to use activities in your life that fulfill your mental state, which is sexual behaviors and making up your own rules and laws of what you want to do in your circle, nobody cares. Nobody cares. That's your choice. You have free will. But you are not allowed to change somebody else's will, break anybody else's will, take from anybody else, and think that you're not going to suffer the consequences that come about. How hard are the consequences? You probably should think about how hard was it for the person? What hurdles did you give for that person? And then I'm sitting here thinking, as I go through this, and I want you all to understand your walk with Christ will never go in vain, is that you shouldn't feel any kind of way about what people have done, what they have done, or what consequences they may face, how harsh it is, whatever God chooses. Vengeance is His, says Him, so therefore you can't measure it, and you can't ask God to put this 2 cents in it, or maybe this 8 cents. You don't care. Because if you cared, then your heart wouldn't be positioned where it's supposed to be, in the tragedy or after the tragedy. But what I'm saying here this morning is, I cannot believe how far people will go, and then there's people who don't even understand that you're a whole lost person and you're not supposed to be. You're like a whole lost person in the world, meaning you can't move up. You can't do this. They're putting blocks and hurdles in your way. You can't go buy groceries that is normally done in, all these things because of some people. And then people don't understand what you're talking about. Oh, you talking about frustrating? That is the most frustrating time for somebody to go through something they know they don't deserve, and you have to balance that out to say, Lord, I know you're going to make a way for me because this is unjust, unwarranted. And then some people say, oh, don't worry about it. Listen, everybody, this morning, like, whoever says don't worry about what is true, don't have them sitting at your table. Whoever says don't worry about what somebody did to you and there's proof and you have been abused in many ways and they say don't worry about it, turn the cheek, look the other way, don't have them sitting eating at your table. Okay? Because they don't have your best well-being. And all of the people who didn't listen to you when you were coming to them to tell them, you know what, I'm going through something, and they don't believe you, they are not to be your friends ever again. Not that you're judging them, but what do we build our many years on? Your friends know you from high school, from elementary, and strangers come and tell you something, and all of a sudden they question your gripe, your conversation, whatever. Don't be afraid to start over, but let God know, I can't do this without you. Because I don't know the depth of what took place. I know some things, but I don't know all, like you, Lord. And I don't want to go down this hole, and I said this before. I don't want to go and restore anything, and then I'm the one paying back something that I don't deserve for me to climb above. Prayers are truly a weapon. Because you don't know what's going on. And people may look at you crazy, but God will keep you. And they will look at you and say, oh, she think God's going to do this, or she believes this, we're going to break her will, we're going to make her depressed, we're going to hammer her, break them down to the point where they will stop believing and having faith in him. Oh, no, don't you dare. It was to the point in my manner of me right now this morning, as I keep feeling these people in my energy being sad and disappointed about what they've done, is that I'm noticing the difference in my vibration. So I'm like, okay, this is when they talk about don't let steal your vibration or lower your vibration. I get it. Okay, I got it. But anyways, I'm a happy-go-lucky person, so it doesn't really matter to me. I just need to acknowledge it, right? Get these people away from you. Anybody that is talking negative, get the people away from you. This is real life coach chat in the moment, in and now. And God gonna always get the glory. And don't let people say, oh, you just confident and that's irritating you. Why can't you be confident in what God has said? Now, this is a lesson for me too. Him showing me that him is faithful. And we're not done. We are not done. And for my enemies, you just got started. Trust what I'm saying. You just got started because you still won't leave me be. You still won't leave me be. Because you're not a believer is what God's saying. Okay, so we understand that. So if that person is not a believer, that person is not really taking heed to what I'm saying. So God got to show up. God got to show up and show them so then they can have it in their reality. That's when prayers start kicking in. Okay, Lord. Thank you for this revelation and clarity. So this makes up your prayer life. You need clarity. You need revelation. You need to give thanks. All this stuff adds up into your prayer life. So I'm just here this morning like, Lord, I thank you for being here. And what is not for me, don't serve me. Get it away from me. And the things that I cannot change, I won't be bothered with it. Keep me focused. And I want to do the things that I chose to do. But you are not. Every God is, I'm telling you, Lord, thank you. Everybody remember this from the coach. Even if you don't want to book a reading with me and don't want to change your life for the better because the walk of life to the narrow road is hard. It's not hard. It's love. It's hard because there's a resistance. And it's the least path, the resistance, the least path that nobody want to take. And I see why. But what God giveth, no man can take. So if I'm on the right path, you too, you'll be good.